Heyo, it's Rive Breezy here with Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution, and today's deck is Harpies. This was recommended by a viewer, and it's a lot better than I thought it would be. At first, I did not think the Harpie deck would be any good, and it's way better than I thought it was. And it's really fun to play. It revolves around summoning out, and then when your cards get destroyed, adding in, and these cards are found mostly in the My Valentine packs, and the newer ones are found in the Blue Angel packs. But let's get into the deck breakdown, and then we'll be doing some PvP duels afterwards. If there's any decks you want to see in the future, let me know down in the comments. And first off, we have 3 copies of Cyber Harpy Lady. 1800, pretty basic. You get to search this guy out with a girl out with Elegant Egotist. Next is 3 Harpy Channeler, which her ability is you can discard a Harpy card and special summon another Harpy in defense position. And she also has an additional effect of if you have a dragon type monster, this card becomes level 7. I've never used this ability. Maybe you can, I don't know. 3 copies of Harpie's Harpist, which is a new card to me. There's some newer Harpy cards in here that I did not know existed beforehand, which made this deck kind of really fun. Unfortunately, they do not have the Harpy Synchro monster in this game, so we're missing out on that, but still fun. The Harpy Harpist, 1700 attack. This card, when it's summoned, it has a couple of effects. When this card's normal summoned, you can target a winged beast monster. All the Harpies are winged beast. And then you target a face-up monster your opponent controls, and you return them both back to the hand. And then during the end phase, if this card is in the grave, you get to add a winged beast monster to your hand, which most of the Harpies are. Or all the Harpies are, except for Pet Dragon. Next up is 3 Harpy Oracle, which she has the ability of if you have a level 5 or higher Harpy monster, you get to special summon it out onto the field. And then if she's normal or special summoned, you get to add a spell or trap that lists Harpy Lady Sisters, which I do run one now. When I was playtesting this deck, I did not have any targets for this effect, but I still ran her because I don't know, she's pretty darn fun. And I did get to special summon her out a few times for free with Harpy's Pet Dragon. Next up is Harpy Perfumer, also a new card to me. When this card, if this card is normal summoned, you get to add a spell or trap that lists Harpy Lady Sisters. Probably going to want Elegant Egotist. If you control a level 5 or higher Harpy monster, when you activate this effect, you get to grab a second card. And that is her effect, so you can only activate once per turn. These new Harpy cards, Perfumer, Oracle, and Harpist, I actually really like. They're fun to use. Harpy Queen, you can discard this card, search for Harpy's Hunting Ground. Great 1900 attack monster. And then we have Harpy's Pet Dragon. We got 2 of these. It gains 300 attack and defense for each Harpy Lady on the field. This is a new spell and trap for me. Alluring Mirror Split. All the cards that I'm saying are new to me are found in the Blue Angel packs, and all the ones that I already know are in the My Valentine packs, just for warning. When a Harpy Lady or Harpy Sister you control is destroyed by battle, you get to special summon a Harpy from your deck with a different name. And if this card is destroyed by a Harpy card effect or an opponent card effect, target a Harpy monster in your grave, special summon it. Definitely running 3 of these, because if you have a monster destroyed, you get a free monster back on the field. If this card gets destroyed, you get a free monster back on the field. Win-win. Definitely running 3 of it. Elegant Egotist, running 3 of that. If a Harpy Lady is on the field, you get to special summon another Harpy Lady or a Harpy Lady Sister from your deck or hand. Most of the Harpies in this deck do not count as a Harpy Lady, except for Cyber Harpy Lady. This card basically refers to the original Harpy Lady 2, Harpy Lady 3, and then Harpy Lady Sisters, the basic OG Harpy Ladies that aren't even in this deck. They're trash. This Harpy Lady 1, 2, and 3. Because this card only basically gives you Cyber Harpy Lady, but in combination with Harpy Hunting Ground, it really helps. Harpy's Feather Rest, also a new card. Now, I did not have multiple copies of this card. If you have multiple copies, you might want to run it, you might not, I don't know. But target 3 Harpy Lady cards or Harpy Lady Sisters in your grave, shuffle them back into your deck. And if you have a level 5 or higher Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady Sister, you get to draw 2 cards instead. For the rest of this turn, you can't special summon monsters except for wind monsters. All your monsters are wind monsters except for probably some of your extra deck. Extra decks completely all preference completely. All the traps are completely preference mostly. 2 Harpy Hunting Ground. Every time you summon a winged beast monster, all winged beast monsters gain 200 attack defense, and every time you summon a Harpy Lady monster, you get to destroy a spell or trap on the field. Now you gotta be careful. If there's no other spell and traps on the field, you can destroy. It will force you to destroy your own field spell. 3 Hysteric Sign. When this card is activated, you get to search an Elegant Egotist from your deck or grave. And during the end phase, when this card is in the grave, you get to add 3 Harpies with different names from your deck to your hand. So, in combination with Harpy's Hunting Ground, you can either target your opponent's monsters, or you can target your Hysteric Sign, you can target your Alluring Mirror Spirit to activate their effects for you to gain even more advantage. This is the complete reason I threw this card in, so I can destroy it by myself. We also have another field spell here, Rising Air Current. It just boosts all wind monsters by 500 attack and decrease them by 400 defense. So it's a very offensive card. Next we have Harpy Lady Elegance, which I just added in. I don't even want it for its main ability, I want it for its destruction ability. Shuffle 1 Harpy Lady Sister, which we're not even running, so we're not going to be activating this card. We'll be setting it and destroying it with Harpy Hunting Ground. So this card, preference for whoever's running this deck. You don't have to run this card. Shuffle 1 Harpy Hunting Lady, Harpy Lady Sister from your monster zone into the deck. Then special summon 3 Harpy monsters from your deck with different names. And 1 has to be from your hand, deck, and 1 from the grave. And for the rest of the turn, you can't special summon except for wind monsters, which you're all wind monsters. And when this card is destroyed by a Harpy effect or opponent card effect, add a Harpy monster from your deck to your hand. So you want to search for whoever you need in that situation. It's a free search when this gets destroyed by your Harpy Hunting Ground or an opponent. If they're being so nice. 3 Harpy's Feather Storm. Now this card's a bit weird. It's a hand trap, kind of. If you have a Harpy on the field, basically, you can activate this in your hand. Until the end of the turn, you can negate a monster effect. And that's about it. After it resolves, you can search for a Harpy's Feather Duster, but it's banned in this game, and it's limited to 1 copy in real life, so... Next we have Mirror Wall, a My Valentine card that she uses in the anime. A basic trap. You don't need this card, just any kind of deterrent to stop your opponent from attacking will fit into these last 3 card slots. But here I have Mirror Wall, which when I activate it, and an opponent attacks in, it halves their attack points. And if I want it to stay on the field, I have to pay 2,000 life points or it goes to the grave. Next I have Ordeal of the Traveler. Or the original deck build of this had Fairy Box. I took that out, threw this card in. I like this card a lot more. I don't have to pay life points to keep it on the field. When your opponent monster declares an attack, your opponent chooses one random card in your hand, and they have to declare a type of card, monster, spell, or trap. And if they call it wrong, their attacking monster goes back to their hand. It's a little bit of fun. There's probably some better cards to stop attacks, but I'm having some fun with it. Moving on to the extra deck, is all preference, except for Harpie's Pet Phantasmal Dragon, which I hope you run, because the Harpie deck, which surprisingly this card destroys. It's so fun. I'm running Castile the Sky Blaster and Musketeer, 2 level 4 monsters. You can detach a material from this card, target a face-up card, flip it face down, or you can detach 2 materials from this card and it will return it back to their deck. Darker Bellinix Seas Dragon, I'm simply running this card as a way to get over high attack monsters. You can detach 2 materials off this, and then you target an opponent, and then you steal half their light attack points and bring it to your card. Next is Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger for 2 level 7 monsters. You can also exceed this card using rank 5 or rank 6 monster, which I don't think I'm using any of those. You can, who cares. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage. Just, if you have 2 Harpie's Pet Dragons on the field, you might want to look into this, although the Harpie's Pet Dragons will probably be higher attack if you have 2 of them on the field by then. Harpie's Pet Phantasmal Dragon, 3 level 4 wind monsters, which the Harpies are wind. If this card affects you can only use his effect while he has Exceeds material, and this card can attack directly, but during the end phase he has to detach a material regardless if you attack or not. And your opponent cannot target Harpy monsters with effects or attacks. That's pretty wild. Lightning Chidori, 2 level 4 wind monsters, which run an all wind. If this card succeeds summon, target a set card your opponent controls, return it to the bottom of the deck. Once per turn, you can detach an Exceeds material from this card, target a face-up card your opponent controls, and return that to the top of the deck. Pretty decent. Mecha Phantom Beast, a rank 7, I can't read. Exceeds monster. Once per turn, detach a material from this card, special summon 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. While you control a token, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. And once per turn, you contribute a token, then target 1 card on the field, destroy it. This card cannot attack during the turn that I activate. Pretty decent, good way of getting rid of 2 cards on the field. Numbered 11 Big Eye, also a rank 7 Exceeds. Once per turn, detach material, and then target a monster your opponent controls. Take control of that monster. This card cannot attack that turn. Next is Tornado Dragon, 2 level 4s. Once per turn, quick effect, you can detach a material from this card, target a spell or trap on the field, destroy it. This is a really good card, but probably don't need that much spell and trap removal if you have Harpie's Hunting Ground on the field. Boral Sword Dragon, added this card in for the same reason I added Darker Bellinix Seas Dragon. A way of getting over high monsters. Once per turn, you can target a attack position monster, change it to defense position. Also, this card can make a second attack during the battle phase when that is activated. Your opponent cannot activate in response to this. And then he has another effect once per turn when this card declares an attack on a face-up monster. This card gains half of the attack points of that monster, which is absolutely insane. But he's a link 4, so you're using a lot of materials to go into this guy to get over something. Great Fly, probably don't want to run this. It was in my deck list, but I kept it in. 2 wind monsters. It's very generic. All wind monsters on the field gain 500 attack, and all earth monsters lose 400 attack. Cards destroyed by battle or card effect, target a wind monster in your grave, add it to your hand. Not the worst. Definitely run this card. Harpy Conductor, 2 wind monsters. This card name becomes Harpy Lady while on the field or in the grave. And this card uses, you can only use this effect once per turn. If a Harpy monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one spell and trap on the field instead. So if one of your Harpy monsters is going to get destroyed while you have this guy on the field, and you have some back row to help you, you can destroy the back row instead of having your monster get destroyed. If another face-up Harpy monster you control is returned to the hand, target a special summoned monster your opponent controls and return that to their hand. So we do have some ways to get monsters back into our hand with Harpy Harpist. So if you have Harpy Harpist with this, you can... Harpy Harpist sends your opponent's monsters back to their hand too, but this also has that effect. I highly recommend this card. It's found in Blue Angel, along with Harpist, Oracle, and... I might as well just look. Perfumer. I was going to say Performer. We have some more Bird of Sovereignty. 2+ monsters, including a Winged Beast. We got all Winged Beast. Cannot be used as link material. Your opponent cannot target this card or Winged Beast this card points to with card effects. All points down for your monsters. This card would be destroyed by battle. You can destroy one other Simorg you control. It's going to help us. But you can special summon one Winged Beast from your hand or deck with a level equal or lower than the total monsters of unused spell or trap zones on the field. That is highly specific. But if you don't have any back row, you can basically get any level 4 monster you want out of this deck. That's pretty decent. Lastly, we got Wind Charmer Verdant. Two monsters, including a wind monster. Target a wind monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon into a zone that this card points to. If this link summon card is destroyed by battle or is destroyed by an opponent's card effect while in the owner's monster zone, add a wind monster from your deck. So this would be pretty decent if you're going against a deck that's using wind. You summon this person out, target the wind monster in your opponent's grave, special summon it onto your field, and then you can link into like a link 3 for free pretty much, using your opponent to help you go up the ladder, which we're running one link 3. It originally had Appaloosa in it. I moved it down to the side deck because I never used Appaloosa. Our side deck complete all preference of what you want in here. Nothing really important, or else it would be in the main deck. We got one bird face. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the grave, you can add a Harpy Lady from your deck to your hand. 1600, not the worst if you got nothing else to run. You have a Firebird. Each time a Winged Beast type monster on your side of the field is destroyed, this card gains 500 attack. It does start out at a very low 1000, but if you can get this card high, who knows? It might be useful. Who knows? We got Harpie Dancer. I don't think this card actually counts as a Harpy, but when you target one wind monster you control, return it to the hand. This is a great way to help with your Harpy Conductor of returning, activate that return ability. You can target one wind monster you control, return it to the hand, then you can normal summon a wind monster. You can only use this effect of Harpie Dancer once per turn. This card becomes a Harpy Lady while on the field. Oh, it does count as a Harpy Lady. Harpy Lady Sisters, this is your main target for Elegant Egotist, but I'm not even running it. Cannot be normal summoned instead, must first be summoned with Elegant Egotist. You might want to run it, who knows. You might want to take out a dragon for it. It might help you, it might not, who knows. Harpy's Pet Dragon. Before these newer Harpy cards out, I loved this card with Harpies. This card gains effect based on the number of Harpy monsters that you already have control of. If you have one Harpy monster, your opponent cannot target Harpy monsters for attacks except for the Pet Dragon. If you have 2 or more, you double the original attack of this card to make it 2400. And if you have 3 or more, once per turn, target a card on your opponent controls and destroy it. I Am I not running this? That's the real question. Next card is Divine Wind of a Mist Valley. This card is limited to 1 copy. Once per turn, if a wind monster you control is returned to the hand, special summon a wind monster from your deck. So this could help you. It's probably better than our Rising Air Current, but who knows. Harpy Lady Phoenix formation was in my main deck until right before I recorded this. I took it out for Harpy Lady Elegance because not enough cards count actually as Harpy Lady, except for Cyber Harpy Lady, really. To control 3 or more of them, I would literally need all 3 copies of Cyber Lady on there, which pretty darn hard unless I have all 3 copies of Elegant Egotist at the start. Who knows? But if you have 3 or more Harpy Ladies or Harpy Lady Sisters, target as many monsters you control to that number, and then destroy those targets. And if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the highest attack among those destroyed. You can now special summon from the main deck or extra deck when you activate this card. It's a great way to board sweep your opponent and deal damage to them, but you can't deal attack damage. You deal damage equal to the highest attack monster you destroyed. Another copy of Harpy's Feather Rest, which is in our main deck. A 3rd copy of Harpy's Hunting Ground. A quill pin of Duels. Target 2 wind monsters in your grave and a card on the field. Shuffle both of the first 2 targets in your grave into the deck and return the card on the field to your hand. I don't know, it's more wind ways to bring back cards to your hand for effects. The Big Cattle Drive. If you control a beast warrior, or winged beast type monster, draw a card for each of those monster types you control. But we only have winged beast. It's a free draw 1 for discarding this card. You might want it, you might not. It's pretty much the same as Harpy's Feather Rest, but who knows. Hysteric Party. Activate this card by discarding a card and special summon as many copies of Harpy Lady as possible from your grave. When this card face up leaves the field, destroy those monsters. It sounds amazing, but unless you're running the original Harpy Ladies, or yeah, it would only help with Cyber Harpy Lady. And lastly, we have Appaloosa Bow the Goddess, which was originally in here. Oh, she's Link 4? I thought she was Link 3. Two monsters with different names except tokens. You can only control 1 Appaloosa. The original attack of this card becomes 800 times the number of a link material used for its summon. And once per chain, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can make this card lose 800 attack and negate the activation. That's our Harpy deck. I like it. If I would change anything about it, I would add in Harpy's Pet Dragon, possibly. Although it's not a winged beast monster, so most of the effects would not help it. You could use, this would probably be the 2nd card I would add in, Harpy Lady's Sister, take out a dragon. But whatever you want to run, go for it. This is just what I'm running today. Let's hop into some PvP duels and let's show it off in our duels. See you there. Alright, we have Sunny Gitari 296 to go against today. And we keep tying on rock, paper, scissors. Holy cow. We're going 2nd. I feel Harpy Hunting Ground is a great card when you're going 2nd. And we open up Harpy Queen. We can go right into it if he sets anything. We have Harpy Featherstorm to negate any monster ability. I like this hand. He sets 1, which is easily destroyed. He's running a higher than 40 card deck because he's at 39. He should be at, so he's running at 43. Only 11 in the extra deck. He's running zombies. I hate zombies. And Zombie World's on the field. Hate it. Hate it. But unfortunately, Zombie World I can easily destroy with Harpy Hunting Ground, baby. Hysteric sign, love to see that. It's a free search for Elegant Egotist, which is going to help even more. I'm going to activate Harpy Queen's ability to discard, search for Harpy Hunting Ground. We're going to throw down Harpy Hunting Ground and we're going to destroy both 2 cards he has. Alright, I'm going to summon out. Who should we lead with? Who's going to give the most attack points? Which is Cyber Harpy Lady. Now, she doesn't have an ability, but goodbye, Zombie World. What can we activate? No. Why would I do that? Let's activate Elegant Egotist. It's gonna give me another copy of Cyber Harpy Lady onto the field. And then our field spell boosted up 200. Harpy Hunting Ground activates to destroy that. Whatever the heck that is. A super polymerization. I'm going to set our card. Although we can activate it during our opponent's turn, I'm just going to set it so it stops asking me for this turn. And if we get in some kind of emergency, we can destroy it. Instead of having... Although I would target my Hysteric sign first, as that it gives me cards back. It gives me 3 Harpy Lady cards from my deck to my hand if I destroy it, because it's just sitting there doing nothing right now. Love to see that. Please just keep setting stuff. A Unizombie. Target a face-up monster on the field. Discard a card, and if you do, increase that target's level by 1. If he activates it, I'm going to negate it. And then also send 1 zombie monster from your deck to your grave. He's activating it. I'm going to negate it. You're just sitting out in the open here, dude. If you don't know, zombies are one of the best decks in this game. If you have all the cards, I don't think this man has all of them. But... yep. We had him pretty darn locked down. If in our cards here, that negated his ability, and he was pretty much stuck there because we were just gonna pop his back row and we were just gonna start running through him. He was gonna discard a zombie to basically get Zombie World back onto the field and turn all our monsters into zombies. We had to stop that. So we won against zombies. I don't know if I'll include it. That was a pretty darn quick duel, but we shut them down so fast. Let's hop into another duel. Alright, now we are dueling Yeti Toba, which he won and he chose to go first. Thank you, please. Let's see what our starting hand is. Ooh! Ooh! 5 monsters and not even a Harpy Queen. And the last duel, we had an amazing starting hand, which led us to Black Wings. Holy cow. Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna really hope we draw into a spell on our next draw. Or a Harpy Queen. What can we do? if we channel, we can get a dragon out. Which one gives me a spell? Perfumer? That would make us too slow, but we'd get Harpy Hunting Ground out. He's already got Rakiri out, which is not good. Once per turn, target cards your opponent controls up to the number of other Blackwing monsters you control, destroy them. Whew. Ooh, another Oracle. Yikes. Let's see, other than this card, so it would not work. That's out of the question. I believe Perfumer is our option. We just have to survive next turn. Perfumer activates. I need Hunting Ground. Leave. Maybe I'm focusing too hard on Hunting Ground here and not on the right carry, but we'll see. I mean, he just has to summon a normal Blackwing here, and then he would literally run through Perfume. He sets another card. Now, I believe my next turn is going to Channeler. Yeah. If this card gets destroyed, I get a... I don't see any destruction ability. Blackwing Chris the Crack of Dawn. What a draw. Which lets him destroy it, and he's going to be doing a massive amount of damage here. Don't like that. How are we getting over 2,600? First, we're going to need to get 2 Harpies on the field to destroy his back row. Then we're going to need to Xyz into Darkness Rebellion Dragon. And that's our only out we have at this moment. Let's go into Harpy Hunting Ground. We need to summon Channeler into attack mode. Then we're going to be using her ability. Start popping some back row. Black Sonic. When your opponent declares an attack, banish all face-up monsters. What? I didn't want to finish reading that, but... Oh, yeah. Let's... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong side. I'm going to discard Harpist. Get me a... I need a level 4. Let's go Harpy Queen. Doesn't matter what it is right now. Harpy Queen is going to activate Harpy Hunting Ground, destroy that back row for us, which was Delta Crow Anti-Reverse. Time to Xyz into Dark Rebellion, Xyz Dragon. Here we go. We're getting it done. We're getting it done right here. We're going to half of his attack points. He doesn't have any negates here that I can see. Oh, baby. I love him. One of my favorites. My favorite card is Clearwing Synchro Dragon, which is pretty darn similar to him. Not an ability, but like anime-wise. Okay, we are going to take out Raikiri here. We need him gone. 2,500. And we are only down 1,000 in this duel. Let's go to the end phase. We might have an ability activate. Harpy Harpist activates to let us search for a Harpy monster, which I'm gonna grab Perfumer. I want to keep my Cyber Harpy ladies in my deck as long as possible. What's he gonna draw? I'm glad we have Rising Air Current here, because if we normal summon a Harpy, at this moment we have to destroy our field spell. Thank you. We at least get one summon here for free. Now who are we going to summon? I like this. Target 3 Harpies in my grave. How many do I have? I have 4. Okay. Dang, summoner. I need another copy of what's her lady? Channeler. I can win this. Normal summon Perfumer. Activate that. Hunting Ground's gonna knock that out of here. Perfumer's gonna activate, which is gonna let me grab a spell or trap, which I want. Egotist. We're just gonna flood the field here. Here we go. That was... Why would you not activate Fiendish Chain? Are you trying to lose? You could have stopped me there. Let's activate Harpy's Feather Blasts. Let's return her, and Perfumer back. And then we get to draw 1 card. Cyber Harpy. God dang it. We want to keep those in the deck. Okay. Elegant Egotist is going to activate. Which lets us summon this Cyber Harpy in our deck. Unfortunately, we're going to have to destroy our own field spell here. But we're going for game this turn. Gonna have to put Rising Air Current out. Have we normal summoned? Dang. Attack! 1900. Let's go in. 400. Let's attack in with our lower monster in case he has some kind of way to stop us. Now he's down to 2200, and this is for game. Still undefeated with this deck. I'm 5-0. God, this deck's so good. Oh my. That's our... This is my build. Didn't change anything between nothing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is actually a really fun deck to run. You have any decks you want to see in the future? Let me know. This was a viewer suggestion, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I hope to see you guys in another one of my Yu-Gi-Oh videos, or any of my Let's Plays. I'll see you guys later. See ya!